Hi, everyone. How's everyone doing today? How are my peeps today? Let's get over to the comments.
Bluetooth mode.
Bluetooth mode. How's everyone doing today? I was trying to be ready, and then that's just a joke. So, you guys know I got jokes.
Gals and guys, go to Tracey Brown Live. Go to Tracey Brown Live. Go to Tracey Brown Live. Gals and guys, go to Tracey Brown Live. Go to Tracey Brown Live. Go to Tracey Brown Live. Tracey Brown, Tracey Brown. Tracey Brown Live. Tracey
Hi,
Brown
Patrick.
Live. Tracey Brown. Tracey Brown Live. Gals and guys, go to Tracey Brown Live. Go to Tracey Brown Live. Go to Tracey.
Okay. What happened to the sound? TraceyBrownlive.com is where you can reach me to get your own personal reading. Hi, everyone. We are going to talk about my girl, Britney Spears, again, because this ain't over until the fat lady sings. Okay? Well, Patrick, just contact me, TraceyBrownlive.com, or text the number above. Okay? We have some discussions to talk about my girl, Britney. Let's see. I've got notes here. Oh, yeah. Okay. Oh, gotta get the candle. For those of you watching, we will have today's conversation so that we know what to do on April 11th. Now, although I am influencing this video on Britney, it's also for you. Everything that's happening on April 11th is about you too. So, come on board and let's talk all things April 11th. April 11th is the day we're going to do candle magic. I'm going to encourage you to do it on yourself. Remember that. What you do on April 11th is equally as important as me asking you what to do and do this for Britney. Okay? Pink is for Britney. For you on April 11th, there are several colors that you can use. If you have a creative venture, use yellow. Yellow or orange. I am a big fan of orange, and I've got an orange one saved for me. This is my orange one. It's actually a religious candle. Don't judge yourself. Don't judge me. It's a Saint Lazarus candle. The reason why I'm choosing Saint Lazarus, because he's the patron saint of the poor. Poor financially, poor in spirit, poor in health. All right? And you can call on him to be used as a crutch to get you out of a situation, right? So that's what I'm using for April 11th for myself. I also have some red candles that I'm definitely going to use that have no religious atonement to it, but I'm going to use that for my passion project, even though I'm not confident what my passion project is. I just discovered I may have changed it yet again. And I'm okay with any changes that spirit infuses inside of me. Hi, Shay. Because I'm growing and I'm figuring things out. And as long as I'm alive and breathing, I'm allowed to change my mind, right? And I'm allowed to reconsider everything. Remember that, okay? So we're going to be talking about April 11th, Candle Magic on in 1221, coming up very, very soon. Let me see what date it falls on. Coming up on Sunday, next Sunday. Not this tomorrow Sunday, next Sunday. So you have a whole week to prepare. And I do want you guys to prepare for yourselves. Okay? The sun and the moon will be together in the sign of Aries. Hi, beloved. And this sun in Aries and moon in Aries, I don't know if you've been reading online, but it is palpable. It's palpable. It is so strong. And it's very strong Aries. All right? And it's planting something new in yourself, Britney. Let's plant something new in ourselves. That means if you decide you are going to be free, you will be free. If you decide that you want to be an actor, to anyone else out there, you will be an actor. This is the influence. It is a very powerful influence to think outside the box. Think the impossible. Think big. This isn't about realistic thinking. This isn't about, well, I want to do this, but I don't live in Los Angeles, right? Well, I want to be an actor, but I don't live in Atlanta. You have everything online at your disposal today. God has graced you with the ability to audition from your home. Look at American Idol. With all that being said, there are 5 planets in Aries. There's Chiron, Mercury, the moon, and the sun. I don't know where the 5th planet is, but there's 5 planets. I might have forgot something. Maybe Mars or Venus. Maybe Venus is in Aries. That's what I think it is. And what's happening on April 11th will continue for you for a full year. So whatever changes you want to make today, go with it. Because this is about a strong beginning, everyone. Britney, this is your rebirth. This is your new beginning. This is the death card. All right? Which is about renewal and rebirth and shedding of your old skin. This is about what matters to you, Britney. What matters to you, everyone else? This is about what is your calling? What are you called to do? I love that, Alexi. What's your calling, Britney? We already know you can perform and put on tours. We know that about you. What is inside of you? What do you want to do? For real? For real. The good part is that you probably can't tour right now. So we have to pluck you outside of that. And let me tell you how smart you are, Bricky. Bricky. Oh, Bricky girl. Let me tell you how smart you are. Let me tell you how much I know you were listening to Spirit. You pulled out of touring before the COVID. What, about 6 months before the COVID, right? There was something inside of you, a knowing, where Spirit said to you, stop it. No more tours. Just say no. And you beat everyone to this COVID hibernation, right? You knew inside of you something was shifting. You didn't know it was shifting in the world. You just knew something was shifting. And you heard Spirit say, get out now. Bingo. You're one of us, Britney. Because you listened to Spirit when you were supposed to. And then it comes to awareness. And awareness is listening to your mind's voice. And it doesn't matter if people think you are crazy. That's actually the fun part. The fun part is to be so different and yet so on point that you are so aware of your true nature inside of you that you really can hear everything that you really can hear. This is about personal consciousness, everyone. Where's your mind taking you? Where's your guilt about something? Where's your emphatic, this is not me person? I can't tour anymore. It's not me anymore. Remember, I'm not saying you, Britney, will never tour. I'm saying there's so much more inside of you than being a puppet for someone that wants you to make money for them. This Aries new moon and sun is the sense of your self-worth. Are you worth it? It's personal now, Britney. You can manifest all your changes. And don't think, everyone, I'm not talking to myself. I know that there are things that I need to do. And I, too, am going to use this new moon in Aries, sun in Aries, to break out of an established system that I might have imposed myself into even. I want to break free. I want to do something different. I want to have fun. I want to be quirky. I want to be silly. I don't want to have to think anymore. I want to be. Do you understand? Without you judging me, I just want to do. I just want to be. That's you, Britney. That's you too, everyone else. It's personal. Believe in yourself, Britney. Believe in yourself. You can manifest all these changes. You are the power. And so when I hear the public say, like ET Canada, that because of your conservatorship mandates, you cannot talk to Oprah? Excuse you, Britney. I wouldn't care what a mandate says. Not today. not being enslaved. You have a phone, you use that phone. What is happening? Your phone is going to be blocked from reaching Oprah? Really? Do what you want. Speak however you want. What's a judge going to say? You weren't allowed to do that? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Screw everybody, Britney. No rules. No rules. People are going to understand that you have power and you're going to show that to the judge. And nobody's going to stop you from talking. Did you see what Megan had to do? You're Megan. You do what you want. All these rules running, don't listen to that anymore. You do what you want. Because you can manifest speaking to Oprah, which will then manifest all the changes that you want. You are no longer who you are. You have changed. And you do not want everyone to remember you as you were yesterday. You've changed. You will make your own sons proud. You're at a pressure point, right? And you're being tested. And there's a side of you that operates under fear. And all of these things are normal. But there is power in this internal struggle that you're having. And you might have to sit still and really talk to your inner self. Because this fear that's coming up inside of you is the same thing that is saying, look at you. You can overcome this. You can overcome me, right? That's fear. You can overcome me. I'm just waving my hands in front of you. You see it as a blockage. Fear is not real. Fear is felt and fear is put inside. It's not real. So it's time to be rebellious. What do most teenagers do? Rebel. Why? Because they have no fear. What do most runaways do? Rebel. Why? Because they have no fear. The fear is the unknown. This is about your soul evolving. And that's the fight that you're having. You're having a fight with who are you? Your soul is one thing. Everybody else is being shown another thing. Hey, this is me. But your soul is saying, it's not you. And stop being this for everyone else. I've been looking at some of the comments and people are like, Britney didn't write what she wrote about crying or not really looking at the documentary. Are you guys serious? Britney can't cry? And she certainly can't say that she cried? Public, pull back on this woman. This woman is going to start to show you things y'all never knew was inside of her. She can cry over a documentary that made her feel bad. I'm not saying she didn't write it or she did write it. I think the words were perfectly honest. So who do you think wrote that? Her dad? Or was it somebody that was like, can I write this for you? Britney, it is time for your soul to evolve, to not go back to fear all the way you used to be living in the control of fear. Time to manifest new. Are you worthy? You are. You're worthy of independent thoughts. You're worthy of independent actions. It doesn't matter if you look weird or stupid or even if you feel uncomfortable. Change is uncomfortable. How people treat your change is the fear again. But you do not have to operate normally anymore. There will be new experiences that's unknown. It's okay to say, I'm afraid. This Aries, new moon, sun in Aries will conjure up feelings of fear, unknown, and challenge you. The good part I like about the fear is that, do you stay who you are because of the fear? Because you've already done that for what, 15 years? So now it's 11 years. I don't know how long you've been in conservatorship, but I think way before the conservatorship, you were being controlled. So I'm going to say it's been about 15 years total. You've been trapped for years and you are trying to break loose. Who else is feeling this way? This ain't just Britney. And you will soon begin again with fear. You're going to be like, come along, fear. You got to stand behind me. I'm going to bust out of this. So come along. Go deep into who you are. This Aries is powerful. It will push you beyond your fears. Aries is strong about becoming the new you. Come on now. Who else am I talking to? This Aries new moon, sun in Aries, is not about holding you back. This is already inside of you. You've already begun the structural changes. I see it in your eyes, Britney, when I look in your IG. You've already started change. Trust the new you, the new start. Because this change has everything to do with your finances, your money, your relationships, all being transformed into a molded, better you. This isn't going to break you this year. This will just show up as new Britney. And wouldn't that be fascinating? You are being reprogrammed to be yourself again. That original girl around 15, 16. You're going to go back to those thoughts and those ideas and not let people influence you on what is the best route for you. This is about your freedom. Who else am I talking to? Your independence, going at it your own way. It is about your future self. You are unique, Britney. You already know that. But now we're going to create a uniqueness that you like, that you want to display. You will be your own person. This includes new projects, new endeavors, new anything. I think it also includes new music and maybe a style that's way more funky than Britney Bitch. I really feel like, all right, you know what I feel like? Tell me if I'm wrong, Britney. I feel like it could be on the lines of Cardi and Megan Thee Stallion. It won't be just sexy. It will be like queen of the sexiness. Like you're going to shut this shit down. Because everyone has you being sexy in a perfect way to their ideals. And you're going to kick it out the box. And you're going to express much more freedom of your sexuality, whatever that looks like to you. But you're going to be able to hang with the big dogs that are out there right now. If not, make music with them. I don't know why I see you making music with Janet Jackson, making music with Beyonce, and with the two rappers, Cardi and Meg. Why am I seeing that? Why am I seeing feminine power? Across the board, like everybody. Cardi's our Latinx, right? And Janet is our OG, right? And Beyonce, well, you know the B. She don't compare. But it's funny how everybody that I mentioned seems to stand in their own rightful stance and position in life today. Think about it. I'll tell you what, Britney, if you put, oh, that could be it. That, I wonder if they would consider that. When I say they, I mean Beyonce, but it would be nice. Something like a remake of Lady Marmalade, right? Maybe Lady Marmalade. Like, I don't know music very well, but something similar to that, where all the powerhouses that are out here today come through, show through, boom, 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 boom. Tell me, Britney, tell me you're not already thinking about something like that. Because for you, it's not about making money. You'll go on tour if you want to make money. It's about you, the new you. Who's going to stop me, boo? You going to stop me? Nobody's going to stop me or my creative freedom. Aries will support you all the way to the new you. You are now and will be, particularly this year, be inspired to this change, to growth, to development, to the people that have been inspiring you. You've got your likes out there. You're like, man, if it wasn't for this person, I would have gave up. If it wasn't for listening to this, I don't know where I would be. You're going to admit all of this. And when you go to admit it and when you go to have interviews, you're going to shut people down. You're going to be like, that is not what I said. What I said was this. Don't paraphrase my words. Like, you're going to show out. Especially if you start working for artists that constantly have to show out. That constantly has to use their words to say, don't say that about me. We're not having. You usually have handlers that say that for you. It will be you, your voice, your coming from your gut. What do you want to do, Britney? The world is your oyster. The creative world will support what you want to do. You now are given mental clarity starting April 11th. You now can say, I know me. You now can say what you want to do. In a weird kind of way, Britney, it's almost like stepping out of yourself and looking at yourself and going, you inspire me. Talking to yourself. You're going to see yourself and you're going to be like, you did it, girl. Don't be surprised of two choices coming up, one long term, one short term. But no matter what, you know what you want. There will be changes. They will be fast. There will be quick changes. There will be sudden changes. All of this, Britney, includes your freedom. You will be free from your dad. And what I really think has been happening with your dad is how he's been looking at you like a dollar bill, and then making you feel bad for having like something to say that could make him not make money from you. Well, I just want to do this, but how's that going to make you money? Now you're going to be like, I want to do this. And all of your people are going to be able to say to you, we could get it done. Thank you. I appreciate that. Let's get it done. Don't be afraid to be a boss, Britney. And never again is anybody allowed to call you a boss bitch. They can just call you a boss, or they can just leave and you will fire them. You will be unapologetically powerful. And you will nicely get rid of people. I just don't think you're working out. So today's going to be your last day. This moment is your last moment. You're going to say these things, Britney. Because your freedom is about exercising your voice. Your freedom is letting people know, don't treat me like you used to treat me. Your freedom is when you hire a choreographer and he does what you want him to do, not what he wants to do. What have you been asking for, Britney? All this time, what have you been asking for? Freedom, getting away from the cause of your father, the ability to make decisions with people who want to hear your decisions. And you don't want people to automatically say, no, you can't. You want them to say, we could figure it out. If that's what you want to do, we can figure it out. And under your dad, you don't have that right now. So if you want to speak to Oprah, pick up your phone, Britney. Make a call to Oprah. You don't have to sit in front of the camera like Megan did. You could just do the interview over the phone. There's all kinds of ways to skin a cat. You could do it on FaceTime. You could do it on Zoom, Britney. Nobody has to know. You could do it on Zoom in the bathroom. What's anybody going to say? You could do it on Zoom in your bedroom. Lock your bedroom door. Tell people you're taking a nap. And do this interview. But fight. Fight for these changes. Because I know now you want to fight. So now you got to be like a little teenager that is rebuking its parents. And like any other teenagers, the parents get over it. Parents always get over it. But get your freedom. What you have been asking for, what you have been demanding, what you have been needing, what you have been begging. My God, people. Trust yourself, Britney. No doubts, no fears. They're there. They're there to challenge you. But this is your last, jump over this obstacle that looks like it's broken. But guess what? You can jump over it. You're that big inside of you. You know what people are afraid of, Britney? That you discover you're that big. That's what your dad is afraid of. Because if you discover how big you are, you don't need him. And let me tell you something. I see you getting your freedom with no ill will against your dad. If anything, you're probably going to pity him, but I just don't see you staying mad at him. You'll be fine, and so will he. It will be his choice how he lives his life. And he needs to be put on a reduced stipend. Period. Britney, this is addressing your karma. And you know what I mean by karma when I looked at this? There's a point in our lives where we had a chance to create a different scenario. And maybe from not processing the information well, we walked into that part of karma that hurts us. Maybe patience was your karma. Maybe reacting too fast, right? You're a Sagittarian, right? Was your karma, right? But you've had a long time to think about how you got here. Now you're ready to have a better relationship with karma. You're ready to say, let's turn this around. I want to see the nice part of karma. I want to see you and the best side of you for me. Because karma is also nice. And karma can shift gears. And karma is ready to shift gears for you. So talk to karma. Time to say, I have paid enough for my impatience. Karma sometimes is something that we give ourselves. Because I really see karma as fear. I really see as people around you encouraged fear. You won't like something, but no one really ever said, you can fight this. By the way, Britney, I have something curious that really bothers me. Do you really legally live in California? Legally? Does your dad pretend to live in California? Because it could mean the California conservatorship no longer applies. You have to live here. And I think that is a part of the karma, not fighting enough. You've wound up with corrupt judges that might have let this go, probably by being paid off. I'm not confident your conservatorship applies to you if you do not live here. If your dad does not live here. Like, what is that? I also think you can probably sue the state. Or at least, I don't know what this is, but at least the state of judicial affairs, like 10 years with judges, like this is corruption now. Nothing makes sense. And why is nobody bringing that up? You don't live in California. And you haven't lived here since forever. I believe your dad was advised to file in California, probably from that old manager of yours when you were singing, because he may have known the judge, a judge that knew the judge that put this order in place in a permanency type of way. The shift is already here. This is the shift. You want permanent change? You got it. You got it. Who are you, Britney? This is your new self, your new voice, your new identity. Don't be surprised if you start getting spiritual downloads. Accept it and feel it. Britney, you're one of us. You are capable of all of this change, breaking free and making your new identity, putting through new creative projects. You are free to do it all. And we're waiting patiently until you're ready. I'm just letting you know it's here. The universe wants to have a conversation with you now. The birds want to talk. All right? This is a magical time with these spiritual downloads. Magical. You know, Brittany, I've always said you were a fairy. I'm thinking you're probably somewhat psychic, probably a medium. People confuse the metaphysical world with crazy, but it's not crazy at all. It's more in tune with the universe, more in tune with God. You will feel energized. Big signs of energy will come through. That's why you're dancing much more. You're already walking into this because there's a lot of spiraling that you're doing with your dancing because you know change is coming. And that's the way you can handle all this change. Continue dancing. It's just time to move forward the way you are. You are amazing the way you are. And no one is ever going to make you feel bad about how you are. Feel good about everything that you're doing. And you're just showing people. And I love that. I love what you're showing people. Your IG in the past would be like show a little bit and then pull away and show a little bit. And now you're just like whoop, 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 whoop. You're using your voice. Yeah, I cried. Good. I'm glad you cried. That's an emotion that you deserve to have. You've been through it. But it's time to move ahead. Time to trust yourself. Time to move forward. Listen to the signs and the voices inside your head. They're real. Trust who you are. Trust who you are becoming. Trust who you're shifting into. There's going to be so much spiritual support around you, so much physical support. People want this for you. I'm not talking about random hashtag free Britney. I'm talking about your close circle is like, we're ready for this Britney to show up. Let's do it. I know Felicia's been waiting forever for you to speak your voice. You have so much support around you, you don't even know it. This new moon is powerful. This new moon in Aries is powerful. And it's a little trickery. Don't be surprised if changes that manifest quickly. Don't be surprised if you go on the 27th and the judge is like, you're free. He might give you a date to organize all the stuff that goes in it. But I feel like he's going to, well, I don't know if it's going to be April because I'm afraid, talk about being afraid. I'm afraid to say it in April, but I definitely feel no longer than July. I feel like they're going to say, Dad, you're out. Britney, you got 6 months to handle your affairs. And then everything belongs to you. I do feel like you're still going to have a conservator. But I know the people that will take over are not going to say no to you. They're going to be like, well, let's figure out how to do this. Unlike your dad. The faith of a mustard seed. There will be solutions to everything. Why do I keep feeling you're going to have to pay your dad off? Pay him off. If he wants a lump sum, let him take a lump sum. He does not get monthly stipends. You are supported by God, Britney, by Jesus, by the fairies. I've said it once, I'll say it again. You are the fairy. You know, Britney, I really feel like in 1 year's time, you will forget you were ever a prisoner and ever enslaved. That's how happy you're going to be. That the last 10 years of your life is going to be like, that happened? I'm going to tell you something else, Britney. Your boys are waiting for this. They're so waiting for mom to show up and fight. You have no idea how proud they're going to be. All right, guys, that is today's reading. Today's reading is on Britney Spears, but this is about April 11th, Candle Magic 2021 at 10:30 Eastern. All right, you could do your magic before. You could do it up to 3 days after, up to 3 days before. I prefer before for this event. All right. You must do it in a sign of Aries. That's the part that's really important, and I'm not going to find my book now. Darn it. But we'll talk about it tomorrow. It must be done in a sign of Aries. So if the Aries moon is a day before, you could do it then. 2 days before, you could do it then. If it's in Pisces, don't do it. Here it is. Let me just check for you 100%. And when I say check for you, I mean to the world out there. This is a very important moon of expansion and growth. So I really want you to do your magic perfectly. So it's on the 11th at 10:31 p.m. The color is yellow. And remember, any color will do. I like baby blue. I like this color blue. So I'm going to find this color blue. I like Caribbean sea blue. But I already plan to have an orange candle for myself. And of course, this is Britney's Glade pink candle. So, the 10th is fine. The 10th, the 10th is fine. The 11th, the 10th is blue. The 11th is yellow. Ooh, we still got Monday. Monday's gray for psychic energy. Use a gray candle for anybody that wants to influence their psychic endeavors. And those are the most important days. It's really important. Like, I hear you guys. I always say 3 days after you could do it. It's really important to light the candle under the Aries moon. The 10th, the 11th, the 12th. All day, all night. So if somebody doesn't get home till 2 o'clock in the morning on the 11th, do your candle magic. Now remember, I did this on Britney. This is for you too. I'm doing it for me, but I'm sharing it because I'm influencing Britney's ability to believe in a metaphysical world. You all already believe, right? Not too late to get your Britney kit. Boulder busting oil, right here. Not too late. This is what it looks like when it's not all shifted and shaken up. This is the kit. This is the last 6 months. So the event is April 11th for the Aries. And as a gift, Blockbuster beanbag. I care about you. It's not just Britney I care about. I care about Britney's freedom. Is everybody good? Me too, Kenneth. Are you guys good? I'm trying to figure out what to eat. I feel like pizza. If But I make my own pizza now, so I probably will have some pizza. All right, guys. I love you. Take it easy. Any updates, keep me posted. Do your magic. Do your magic. Do your magic. Magic. It's a magical time. Welcome. You may come in. Bye.